don't know, rep sets, whatever the hell that is, 10 of them. Without hitting the dogs. Oh no, they're not coming in, it's all good. All right. I'm nervous as I'm going, I'm taking too long. 5, I hope if I'm counting right. 6, 7, 8. Ah, that was terrible. 9, 10. All right, new week and even sitting in a new position, which I don't normally do, but I just did a little at home workout, which was fun. Let's talk the field. So field conditions, field response, that's what I'll chat about now. Field conditions are internal and or external. So internally, I might be feeling stressed, anxious, and the conditions externally might be, let's think of a thing that well, let's just go with something generic like the weather. So it's this kind of weather today. Oh, here's one I can talk about. So I'm supposed to be going to Mullaney Botanical Gardens with the girls today, and field conditions, it potentially might rain, so then we need to revisit our plans and go, okay, do we go to a cute cafe in Mullaney that we won't be bothered by the weather? So field conditions. Then field response is you make the move, and was it a lock with a build? Was it collapse? Or potentially delay? And delay does not mean that it didn't work. You hold structure, you hold placement, and that way you're positioned and ready when the external field does lock. Because I know I can talk about it, well, I don't know if you think this, but I can talk about it in a way of reality obeys, and it can, yeah, what I mean, and I've touched on this before, but what I'm meaning is when the field does respond, you're positioned, you're locked and ready to do the thing. That was a good ending. Do the thing. Structure held under pressure. That is exactly the theme in my life at the moment. Am I holding structure under pressure? And I run like everything through this system. The problem I have is, yeah, I make the move, but I don't let it seal. I continue to check it. You guys know that. I just need to hold structure under pressure is where we're at. And the thing about diagnosing it is I can also just know my limits, and that's not a bad thing. The extent in which I can hold structure under pressure, it has its limits. And when I hit that wall, it's like, okay, what's the move we make from here? And then when the field does respond with the lock, I'm positioned and ready. We are on the rainforest walk. Okay, field condition. It's funny because I said earlier that it would be potentially raining. It's stinking hot and we we might not walk that much. Look how gorgeous that is. We might not walk that much due to the fact of, yes, heat. That's the field condition.
I have a U camera.
Oh, you have a camera too. Field condition. Oh, did you see there was, okay, did you get that? I don't know if I got that. The PB system is a structural framework that maps how reality functions. Structure, sequence, response. And what looks like emotion or behavior has a system, mechanics that you can read, test, and correct. Most people try and fix how they feel, not what's structurally causing it. The PB system shows how conflict or delay, whatever's going on, comes from how the system's structurally built, not how you think or feel about it. Once you can read the mechanics, that means you can change, stabilize, direct what's going on. Those four mechanics determine every outcome, whether it's delay, build, or collapse. So the four mechanics, which you will have heard me say over and over, but law sets structure, placement defines where you're moving from, signal is what the environment reads, and movement is what follows. So what makes the PB system different is it's not emotional regulation or motivation. What it is the testable architecture of reality. Something you can apply, measure, and confirm. And that holds across different environments, whether it's teams, workplaces, schools, your personal life. Once you learn that structure, you can apply it anywhere. The PB diagnostics and the tools check for exactly what's going on, what your system is doing. So what's your system's function? Is the thread jumping? What role are you in? Is your placement leaking? Each tool reads a mechanic and gives you a system level correction. And when those four lock or align, when pressure happens, you learn to build rather than collapse. That's structure under pressure. So the PB system is the map underneath everything you do. Once you learn to read it, you stop reacting and start directing. Field conditions set the environment your move enters. Field response shows how that movement was received. The work is hold until the field responds with lock. Read the system, run the tools, recode your life at thepbway.com.